Our 2014 Commencement Committee would now like to present their senior speaker, Sierra Hamilton Larrabee. Sierra is graduating with a Bachelor's of Arts in both Global Economics and Language Studies. Among other activities, she has been an active Kresge Service Learning member, giving back to the Santa Cruz community and Kresge through volunteer service. Please welcome Sierra.
Thank you, Juan, and thank you for your time here at Kresge. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sierra. How about that Kings game last night, huh? So, today, I present to you as a Kresgean who just completed her bachelor's degree, as he said, in Global Economics and Language Studies. But really, I present to you today as a kid who wanted to surprise her mom by giving a graduation speech. So I'd first like to thank you all for coming out to celebrate with us today. For many of us in the bleachers and on the stands, it's our first time here. We're the first in our families to graduate from college, so it means a lot to us that you're here today. Now, as I was trying to put the speech together, I only knew one thing. I better do some research. I need to figure out what other presenters have said, and was it a successful speech, and were people laughing, or were they snoring, and did the presenters take it seriously, or was it packed full of jokes? And let me tell you, watching graduation speeches sure is inspiring, but overall, it's nerve-wracking. I didn't know how I could present a speech that would compare to those legends. In time, however, I discovered that I need not compare to famous authors, politicians, or valedictorians in order to give a decent speech. What I learned after my research is that a successful speech only needs to be three things: funny, identifiable, and have a bit of name dropping. So I don't know too much about funny, but identifiable and name dropping I can certainly do. So, to begin, I'd actually like to take a quick audience survey. So please raise your hand if you're a Saturday Night Live fan. I know there's more of you out there. Perfect. So do we all remember Maya Rudolph? Yeah. So usually she's playing Oprah, Tyra Banks, or Michelle Obama. So Maya Rudolph was actually a student here at UCSC. My main point being that she is hilarious, and her time spent working at SNL bears an eerie resemblance to ours as students. While reading some of her interviews, it appeared to me that her time rehearsing SNL skits could easily be mistaken for students spending a late night on campus, cramming for our third round of midterms, 5 terrible perks coffees deep. So, let me give you one example, and you can see for yourself. Rudolph once said, and I quote, "Often you're there on Tuesday nights until 6 or 8 in the morning. You're exhausted, you're loopy, you haven't done any of your laundry, and you have no food in the fridge. It's really difficult," she said, "to be there for anyone else in your life." And our parents, friends, and laundry can certainly attest to this quote. In all seriousness, though, it's quotes like this and reflection on my last 4 years here at UCSC that remind me, man, school has been hard. From every single one of my freshman and sophomore roommates transferring out or being barred from school, or at the beginning of my junior year when I wasn't awarded a single dime in FAFSA after being fully covered my first 2 years, school got really hard after that. After barely scraping through these past 2 years, I was beginning to question if it was worth it. Will my 2 degrees really be worth all this? Will my degrees reflect all the overtime I had to work? Will they make up for my sleepless nights? And will they make up for the hours spent memorizing economic formulas? Well, after I quit feeling sorry for myself, I realized that school was meant to be a challenge. As my stepfather says, if it were easy, everyone would do it, and that's why our degrees will matter. So now, when I reflect on my time here at UCSC, I wouldn't have it any other way. What's life without challenges? We didn't choose to go to a prestigious research university all the way up here because we thought it would be easy, right? I mean, where would the world be without people who keep yearning to tackle hard questions, without people who keep questioning, without people like the late, great Maya Angelou or the ever-brilliant Elon Musk? One student speech that I read during my research demanded that we need not forget that challenge is what our minds live for. Life after college, she said, should not be about living sedentary or quiet lives. The challenge is to take these past 4 years, the connections made, and the unique passions, to take the degree and do something relevant and positive with it. See, I told you their speeches were good. So now I will present to you something relevant and positive that I have learned in my past 4 years here at UCSC. No, not how to do the perfect cake stand. I'm going to show you something much more useful. How to research, summarize, and then add witty commentary. So one of my favorite speeches that I discovered in my research process was given by Australian actor, comedian, and musician Tim Minchin. He delivered a list of life lessons, some of which I too have picked up here along the steep and winding paths at UCSC. So I took Tim's list of 9, cut the boring cliche parts out, and left just the titles. So here are 5 things that I have learned and I would like to share with you. Proposed first by Tim and edited and adopted by moi. Number 1, don't seek happiness. Rather, seek to bring it to others. Realize that happiness is in the small things, like small dogs or small smiles or a small cup of coffee with your small mom. It's in the surprise trips to In-N-Out or having a good hair day. Remember that just as we would not know daylight without night, we would not know happiness without sadness. Tim Minchin also made a great comment in his speech that happiness is like an orgasm. So if you think about it too much, it's gonna go away. Number 2, be a teacher. Meaning be demanding, cranky, and senile. No, seriously. Be a teacher. If not as a professional, although Lord knows we need more teachers, be one as an ordinary human being. Inspire knowledge in others. Do not take your education for granted, but rather share it, cultivate it, and then give it back. I have learned just as much from my friends as I have from my teachers. Each lesson I've taken away is valuable in its own way, and I don't know where I would be without teachers or coaches or just anybody who is willing to take that extra time with me. Number 3, exercise. Don't do it to be thin, and don't do it to meet societal expectations. Just do it so that you may grow old knowing that you've lived life to the fullest, and so that you may be able to walk to your doctor's appointments later on. Do it in order to sleep better at night, and so that you will always enjoy those trips to In-N-Out. Number 4, respect people with less power than you. Remember that old saying, you can easily judge the character of a man by how he treats those who can do nothing for him? Or, as I prefer, in tongue twister form, what Sally says about Susie says more about Sally than Susie. Or, if you don't like either of those and those don't float your boat, the wise Uncle Ben from Spider-Man once said, with great power comes great responsibility. So, when you think about it, most of us are just lucky to have been born in or immigrated to a country like the United States, to just be born in this century, to be born with certain privileges. So tonight, when you're all out at dinner celebrating, please don't yell at your waiters. They're just human, and they're probably UCSC students. Lastly, number 5, don't rush. Don't speed through your life so fast, so blindly, that you miss the whole thing. Racing through life will get you nowhere but a date with the Grim Reaper. Take time to live. As Maya Rudolph said, find humor in the little things, like the little cups of coffee with your mom, or spending an hour looking at cat videos on YouTube. If it's watching a baby learn to walk, or listening a kid shout as he runs through the sprinklers, endure a grandfather babbling on about a war, or treat yourself to that lemonade. Just take time to look out at the ocean, or to look up at the stars, and feel small, smaller, and smaller still. I would like to close with something that is usually found in the beginning of speeches, a call to action. I implore everyone here, parents, friends, and peers, that we have a responsibility to embrace challenge. For example, my challenge right now is to invite you to challenge yourselves without sounding too preachy or worse, hallmarky. So, in embracing my challenge, I invite you too to embrace your challenges like I have, with some attempted humor. Humor is one of the most important tools in life, whether it be in the classroom, shout out to my funny teachers, or even in politics, shout out to Bill Clinton. So, Kresgians, let us keep challenging societal norms and the existing structures in which we live. Let us remember to sit back and take a deep breath when times get hard. Let us get excited about those little things. Let us laugh with our friends. Let us voice our opinions. Let us explore, adventure, and build. Let us get out there and carpe that diem. Congratulations, class of 2014, we did it.
Thank you, Sierra.
Elisha Rihanna Morales, Psychology. Alexandria White, Psychology. Lauren McHugh, Feminist Studies with Literature. Technology and Information and Management and Business Management Economics. Frederick Acosta,
All the scrolls and sunflowers aside, the commencement ceremony would not be official without the formal process of publicly conferring degrees to the graduates. I want to welcome the Chancellor of UC Santa Cruz, George Blumenthal, to do just that.
Will the Kresge College class of 2014 please rise? Before I pronounce the magic words that makes your degrees official, let me offer my congratulations to you as future alumni banana slugs. So stay in touch with us, let us know where you are, and keep following us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and whatever follows that. And now, by virtue of the power vested in me by the Regents and the President of the University of California, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Sciences with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Kresge class of 2014.
Congratulations to all of you. In closing, let me first thank everyone gathered here today. Many of the students here today, in the fall of their first year, read the play Angels in America by Tony Kushner. The play takes place in a time of great upheaval in the world, not so unlike the time we are in now, and it celebrates both the difficulty and importance of change. As Tony Kushner's words began your UCSC adventure, let his words send you off. Kushner wrote, "The world only spins forward. We will be citizens. The time has come. You are fabulous creatures, each and every one, and I bless you. More life. The great work begins." I am proud to be the second to introduce you to the class of 2014. Thanks.
trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you find me, somewhere over the bluebird sky. Trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me,
It's like always.
No, start at like 5:30. So it's gonna be like starting from 5. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Got you.
I thought that was cheetah. That thing that lady gave us. No, it's furry though. Got it? Guys, my hair is still curly. It's like a miracle. Can we get another one that's furry with Renee's phone?
So, happy?
Very happy.
What did you think of the speech?
Such a good speech. I was surprised in the best way I've ever been surprised.